After putting his presidency on the line and nearly losing the wager on illegal mining, President Akufo-Addo's government has opened the books to share with its opponents the political cost of illegal mining. The National Dialogue on Illegal Mining brought together 16 identifiable groups, including leaders of all the major political parties, chiefs, religious leaders, to find solutions to 12 questions set to hold the answer to ending the menace, and they have 2 days to do so. President Akufo-Addo cautioned the political actors, particularly members of the opposition parties, to stop the unscrupulous allegations against members in his government.
It is because I want us to have a consensus on a sustainable method of mining the minerals in our land. We cannot have one part of the political divide campaigning for galamsey in the bush and the other waging an official fight against galamsey in the open. We must demonstrate that we love our land and are capable of taking care of it ourselves. We do not need foreigners to campaign for the protection of Ghanaian land, our inheritance. We do not need special interest groups to campaign for the protection of Ghanaian soil, flora, and fauna. It is the land of our birth. It is the land we inhabit. It is the land that supports our lands, our lives, and livelihoods. It is the land we named Ghana at independence 64 years ago. And we, the Ghanaian people, must be its best protectors of partisan politics. We must, however, come to the understanding that small-scale mining and the requirement to do away with illegalities in that sector should be beyond partisan politics. Government has a major responsibility to this end, as we are accountable for the stewardship of this sector, as indeed we are of all other sectors of national life. I am determined to enforce the laws on illegal mining, no matter the subject, high or low. I will, however, not act on hearsay or mere allegations without more. I will not hesitate to act, though, where the evidence is hard before the police, and I will do so irrespective of the standing of the person or persons involved. That is the true meaning of equality before the law. I urge this colloquium to be bold and forthright in its deliberations. In other words, say it as it is. No subject or person should be above critique. Politicians, traditional authorities, policymakers, media, so-called influential people should all not be beyond your scrutiny.
And Natural Resources Minister Samalabu Jinapo laid out the issues to be addressed in the two-day forum.
The good people of Ghana expect this forum to provide answers to many lingering issues. For instance, Mr. President, how do we effectively regulate this industry? What reforms are required? How do we mobilize finances for the players in the industry? And what should be the role of the banks? How do we generate community support, including the support of our chiefs? How do we deal with the financiers of illegal small-scale mines who put young men into mining pits whilst they receive the proceeds of such criminal enterprises in the comfort of their homes and hotels? And in many cases, such persons never visit a mining site in their lifetime.
The small-scale mining sector contributed 36% to gold output last year and employs over 1 million people directly. Director of Finance with the Association of Small-Scale Miners, Francis Poku, says a more regulated sector will yield positive results.
The mining industry remains a key contributor to economic growth. Mainstreaming regularized small-scale mining enables us as a nation to maximize benefits from the mining sector to help fund developmental initiatives for the good of the general public. This is at the heart of the Chamber's thoughts as we continue to engage with small-scale mining for improved outcomes. For the past 3 years, small-scale mining is reported to have contributed an average of 36% of the national gold production. Although small-scale mining accounts for this estimated 36% of national production, the revenue obtained by government from the sector is largely from the large-scale and big mining companies.